Hey y'all, hey, I'm Naila and this is Girl What You Reading, and today I want to talk about Mary Jane. Mary Jane. But it is a book. It is a book. Okay, so Mary Jane by Jessica Anya Blau. It's a weird name, but as always, I tried my best to get it. Anyway, this book, loved this book. It is unput downable, honestly. The only thing that I saw about it is that I don't really like when authors try to write for a character younger than them and they make the character sound like way more infantile than they actually are. She's writing for a 4-year-old in this, and the character of Izzy, just in some spaces I'm just like, that's not how a 4-year-old would say that. So, but otherwise, love this book. First of all, it's about a young woman, Mary Jane, who comes from a traditional Christian family in the 70s. It is set in the 70s, where her parents are super strict, have super religious values, super traditional values. Mom needs to be at home being Susie homemaker. Dad goes out to work. They belong to a country club. They're slightly racist, slightly. They have classism issues, and okay, so she comes from that background, and she decides to work for a doctor and his wife, nannying for their child. She's 14, and she didn't want to go to summer camp. So instead of going to summer camp, she decides that she's going to spend this time with this kid who she completely falls in love with. She loves this little girl as a caretaker. Okay, nothing strange about it. But yeah, she loves this little kid, and she decides to lie to her parents about a lot of the things that go on at the doctor's house because they're a little bit more free. They're a little bit more loose and into the reality of the times. They're 70s. So they're like, yeah, we love everybody, And the doctor, he's actually a psychiatrist. So yeah, he's definitely with it. He's with it. And house isn't always clean, and she has to get used to that. Mom doesn't cook food. She has to get used to that. They go out to eat. She has to get used to that because this is not the background that she comes from. And then suddenly the doctor comes to her and says, listen, I'm having this new patient. They're going to be staying with us because he's a drug addict. So we need you to keep this confidential because of doctor-patient privilege. You still got a job here, but we need you to keep this confidential. So what winds up happening is the people that come to stay with the doctor wind up being a movie star and a rock star who are married. The rock star is the drug addict, and the wife is like the most famous actress in the 70s at that time. So, yeah, so she's staying there. She's getting all this knowledge from these people. They're teaching her about the world. They're teaching her about things that she would have never got at home. Like, never. They've taught her about marijuana. They've taught her about drinking. They've taught her about, like, the whole spectrum of things that happen during that time frame. So, she just keeps lying to her mom. She winds up being a good cook, so she decides that she'll cook for the family. Since nobody else is doing it, I'll do it. And they love her food, right? But all the time she's going back home to parents who are like, well, why do you have to cook? Or, well, why do you have to spend the night with the child? You know, it's like they don't really understand the ways that this other household is being ran, because that's something that they don't do at their house. It's very uptight at their house. And she's learning that everybody's not like that. There are other people who are way looser, way freer. So anyway, I don't want to say any more because I don't want to give it away, but I definitely did give this book a 4.5 stars. And the only reason why I took that 0.5 away is because of the infantile part. I don't like when authors do that. That's the only reason. Otherwise, this would have been a 5-star one for me. I definitely loved the book. I got it off of Scribd, and y'all know how I feel about Scribd. Love Scribd. Only $11.99 per month. The link is going to be in the description. $11.99 per month, and you can read as much as you want to. I'll also have the link for Mary Jane from Amazon in the description, because I believe you need this book. It's only 2 years old, so a lot of people haven't read it yet, but it is a good book. The rock star winds up even making a song about her. So they're like a tight-knit family by the end of this thing, and it's so good. This book is so good. I was like, yes, I love this. I'd read it a second time, to be honest. So let me know if you guys have ever read this. You know, you can leave it in the comments. Let me know if you've read it. Let me know your thoughts and opinions, because like I said, I loved it. I did see on Goodreads, some people said that they weren't too much into it, but I was. I'm not. I was. So maybe you'll love it. Maybe it'll just be good for you. But either way, it was a good book, because nobody gave it less than a 4-star read. I didn't see it anyway. So yes, I am so excited that you guys are going to have a chance to witness this book, because like, have you ever like had a friend that you wanted to tell them about this TV show and they watched it and you're like, oh my God, did you love it? Yeah, so that's how I'm feeling right now. I really want you guys to read this book. Anyway, until next time, bye.